A quiet, snowy town settles under dusk, yet behind its calm winter glow lies a truth the people fear to speak, a secret buried deeper than the frost. Willow Creek's frosted welcome sign stands silent, guarding a history the town hides, as if the cold wind itself carries forgotten warnings. Empty winter streets stretch ahead, glowing under dim lights, whispering the story of a night when someone walked away and never returned home. The old high school looms under fading light, its silent windows watching over a mystery frozen in time, waiting to be uncovered. A quiet hallway flickers with tired lights, holding the last echoes of footsteps that ended a life's ordinary routine forever. The library remains warm but lonely, as books and dust guard the final place she was truly seen before vanishing into the night. CCTV captured her silhouette stepping into the cold, unaware her next steps would fade into a mystery no one could explain. A dark, snowy road stretches ahead, the last path she walked where wind and silence swallowed her presence without a trace. Her abandoned backpack lies half buried in snow, telling a quiet, painful story of a moment interrupted without warning. A silver locket rests frozen in the night, the only remaining trace of her presence holding answers locked within silence. Police cruisers cut through the storm, unaware the night hides clues that will change everything they believe about the case. Officers place tags in the snow as the scene grows heavier, each marker revealing how little they actually know. A gloved hand lifts the locket gently, unaware this single object will become the pivot point of the entire investigation. The abandoned train station hums with quiet history, holding secrets erased by time yet connected to the present. Footprints in snow lead toward darkness, each step whispering that someone or something drew her deeper into the forest. Newspaper headlines flip through years of fear, each page revealing how a simple disappearance became a haunting mystery. A grieving family sits in dim silence, their shadows heavy with questions the night refuses to answer. The town gathers in tense whispers, each face filled with worry as rumors swirl and fear sharpens every breath. Old case files spread across the desk reveal patterns too long ignored, pulling the sheriff back into history's shadows. A red marker circles key locations on a map, slowly connecting paths that lead back to the lake and something darker. A nervous friend recounts the final moments, their voice trembling as snow taps against the window behind them. Old CCTV footage flickers to life, replaying her last known steps with static that hides more than it reveals. Silver Lake lies frozen and silent, yet beneath its icy calm rests the truth the town has feared for decades. Detectives sweep through icy fog with flashlights, each beam cutting deeper into clues hidden beneath the snow. A torn fabric piece sways softly on a branch, a fragile clue hinting she struggled before the night swallowed her. Drone footage rises high above the frozen wilderness, showing how isolated the lake truly is, perfect for hiding secrets. A trembling flashlight beam leads detectives down a dark forest path, where every sound feels like a warning. An abandoned cabin waits in the deep woods, holding memories left untouched since the night everything changed. Inside the cabin, dust-covered objects sit frozen in time, whispering parts of a story no one has heard before. Strange sketches cover the wall, figures fading into trees, symbols repeating like warnings from someone long gone. A detective carefully brushes snow off a hidden wooden box beneath the cabin floor, revealing what time and neglect have long concealed. The box opens to reveal cassette tapes labeled in faded handwriting, carrying voices and secrets from decades past, waiting to be heard. Sliding one tape into a dusty portable player, static hisses through the speakers as the first whispers of a lost girl echo in the room. Audio waves flicker on the old tape player as faint whispers fill the air, a haunting clue frozen in both sound and memory. Through the snowy forest, a shadowy figure flits between trees, glimpsed only briefly, as if someone or something watches unseen. In the briefing room, detectives gather around the projector, each clue illuminating the board, connecting the past with the present. The projector light catches dust particles dancing in the air, turning the room into a haze of investigation and quiet tension. The evidence board is now full. Photos, red strings, and locket images weaving a web that leads deeper into the mystery. Detective studies a newly discovered photo of the girl smiling outside the library, a frozen moment before everything changed forever. Outside the police station, snow begins to calm, Lights of patrol cars dim, but the cold air still carries an uneasy weight. In the archive room, old newspapers line dusty shelves, each page holding forgotten stories, waiting for hands to uncover them. Close-up of a yellowed 1960s newspaper headline, "Local Girl Missing at Silver Lake." A stark reminder that history repeats. Detective turns pages rapidly, dust rising as shadows fall, revealing multiple cases, each connected yet unsolved for years. Black and white reenactment shows a 1960s girl walking near Silver Lake at night, ghostly and isolated under flickering streetlight. Abandoned bicycle by the lakeshore sways in the wind, tall grass bending, sepia tones capturing the silence and tension of that past. Red strings on the evidence board reveal a chilling pattern, linking past and present disappearances, showing a sinister design. The detective's eyes reflect the board's web of connections, haunted and focused, piecing together a story hidden in plain sight. Willow Creek Town Hall stands under falling snow, the American flag swaying slowly, yet beneath, secrets lurk in the quiet corners. Inside the basement archive, old metal cabinets await, each drawer containing clues to a mystery decades in the making. Detective unlocks a rusty cabinet, hinges creaking, revealing a folder marked "Confidential," its contents heavy with meaning. Inside the folder lie photographs of a forest clearing, symbols etched into trees, a chilling visual thread through time. Retro footage shows 1970s police officers searching the same clearing, handheld grainy shots capturing tense and uncertain movements. Detective alone in a dark office, lamp casting long shadows, snow visible through the window, pondering clues that may never fully reveal. Night forest trail illuminated by flashlights. Detectives moving carefully, fog curling around trees. Every step echoing in the silence. Fresh snow reveals deeper, older footprints underneath. A hidden trail that speaks silently of events long past. A silhouette moves far off between the trees, blurred and distant, building suspense and fear with every step the detectives take. Detectives run through the forest, flashlights shaking, hearts racing, each movement pushing closer to the answers they seek. Abandoned underground storm shelter entrance emerges under snow, rusted and half open, an ominous gateway to the unknown. Flashlight sweeps down the shelter stairs, dust swirling in the beam, walls marked with graffiti hinting at long-forgotten stories. Inside the shelter, scattered belongings lie, a torn winter jacket matching the missing girl. Silent testimony of what occurred here. Detective lifts a flickering lantern inside the shelter, casting long shadows across scattered belongings, revealing secrets hidden in the dark corners. Close-up of a notebook, pages filled with hurried scribbles and diary entries, shaky handwriting hinting at fear and urgency from the missing girl. A torn map pinned on the shelter wall reveals forest paths and red-circled points, a silent guide through a dangerous and hidden world. Drips of water fall from the shelter ceiling, each drop catching the lantern light, echoing softly as the underground space seems alive with secrets. Footprints trail out from the shelter into the dense forest, disappearing among shadows and snow, marking the path of someone unseen. Overhead drone shot shows dense forest canopy at night, snow-covered branches creating a maze. The isolation of Willow Creek revealed from above. Sheriff studies photos of the shelter in his dimly lit office, lamp half illuminating his face, haunted by the mystery he must unravel. Evidence board updated with new shelter findings, red strings connecting clues, showing patterns and connections previously overlooked. Detective drives through a winding snowy mountain road, windshield fogged, headlights cutting through the night, tense anticipation in the air. Rural radio tower blinks red amidst a snowstorm, standing isolated, a reminder of communication across the silent winter landscape. Close-up of detective adjusting an old radio scanner, static hissing, each crackle hinting at messages lost and signals barely heard. The radio catches brief, distorted voice transmissions, fragmented and eerie, unsettling tones that hint at long-hidden secrets. Wide drone shot reveals the vast Willow Creek forest from a cliff edge, heavy clouds overhead, snow blanketing the isolated wilderness. Detective discovers charred remains of a small campfire hidden among the trees, burnt scraps holding cryptic clues from previous nights. Macro shot of burnt paper scraps shows symbols partially destroyed. The secret's almost lost to fire and time, yet still readable. Snow-covered cave entrance hides among trees, faint steam rising, a mysterious opening that beckons detectives to explore deeper. Inside the cave, flashlight reveals claw-like scratches on rock walls, evidence of struggle, warning, or perhaps something more sinister. Detective discovers old personal items hidden in a cave corner. Jewelry, torn clothing, silent witnesses to past disappearances. A map carved into cave walls shows lines pointing toward Silver Lake, guiding detectives toward a final confrontation with history. Detective exits the cave into a fierce blizzard, strong wind and snow swirling, the harsh elements echoing the danger of the journey ahead. Frozen forest river glistens under moonlight, thin ice cracking gently as detectives tread carefully, every step echoing in the cold night. Footprints cross the icy river, leading toward rocky cliffs, hinting at the path of someone trying to escape or hide from the world. Cliffside cave hangs with icicles, cold mist drifting, creating a haunting scene that blends natural beauty with underlying dread. Inside the cave, an old lantern flickers low, casting eerie shadows illuminating only small portions of the frozen, damp interior. Carved into cave stone is a message: she never left the lake, chilling and cryptic, a clue that freezes the blood of anyone who reads it. Detective's shocked expression reveals the weight of understanding, realizing the full meaning behind the cryptic message on the cave wall. Return to the lake where fog hangs heavy, shorelines barely visible, tension rising as the silence presses in, an ominous stillness everywhere. Flashlight sweeps across the frozen lake surface, revealing cracks and anomalies in the ice, each detail hinting at what lies beneath. Close-up shows a hair ribbon frozen in the cracked ice, a delicate and tragic token linking the scene to the missing girl's story. Drone shot rises above the lake, revealing a large circular fracture in the ice, mysterious and eerie, the epicenter of the chilling investigation. Divers prepare at the edge of the frozen lake, bright lights cutting through icy mist, oxygen tanks clinking, anticipation heavy in the cold winter air. A diver descends beneath the ice, beams of light piercing the dark underwater void, revealing shadowy forms and frozen debris below the surface. Underwater, a sunken wooden object partially buried in silt emerges, the diver's light reflecting off its worn and mysterious edges. Divers uncover an old submerged box tied with a rusted chain, moving it carefully as each bubble rises toward the icy surface above. The box is lifted onto the ice, detectives watching anxiously, snow drifting around them, their breaths visible in the frigid morning air. Close up as the box opens, old photographs and missing girls' belongings, items frozen in time, each holding haunting memories. Detective discovers a 1998 VHS tape inside the box, dust floating in the beam of flashlight, a connection to long-forgotten evidence. VHS tape is inserted into an old player. Static bursts across the screen, distorted images revealing fragments of a mysterious, snowy forest. The screen shows unsettling, blurry footage of the forest, a figure moving in the shadows, dragging something heavy through deep snow. Recording continues as the figure disappears among the trees, low resolution obscuring details, tension mounting as the truth feels near. Detective pauses the tape, zooming in on the indistinct figure, face unrecognizable, every frame revealing a new layer of cold mystery. Evidence board updated with still frames from the VHS, red strings connecting clues, detectives tracing paths across the frozen investigation. Interview with a retired 1998 officer in a dimly lit room, voice trembling as memories resurface, the case taking a sudden new direction. Officer reveals a forgotten detail that alters the investigation, prompting detectives to rush toward a previously overlooked location in the forest. Detective arrives at the forest site mentioned by the officer, snow crunching underfoot, scanning the area for signs of past activity and clues. Snow clearing reveals a wooden marker partially buried, hinting at hidden entrances or objects long concealed beneath layers of ice and frost. The marker is removed, uncovering a buried metal door, rusted and frozen, suggesting an underground chamber waiting to be explored. Underground chamber revealed. Flashlight beams sweeping across the darkness, revealing corners filled with items untouched for decades. Inside the chamber, personal belongings from multiple victims are found, each item telling a quiet story of vanished lives and lost time. Final clue discovered: the missing girl's notebook, pages filled with chilling messages, bringing the investigation to its emotional climax. Detective walks out of the forest at dawn, snow stopping, the sky brightening, emotions heavy, reflecting on the closure and lingering questions.
Watch the full story unfold on our channel and don't forget to subscribe for more mysteries.